if you're worried about what, if SVB or some of the ones that failed, whether or not they're a systemic issue, reach out and we can explain to you the nuances and the differences of why it's that type of situation is not a systemic issue in most banks.
Yeah, and it's really important to understand that the banks that had problems were regional banks. Now, it doesn't mean that there's not going to be other problems.
Right.
Like the goal of this cycle of the Fed is to create wealth destruction. And they have to create bankruptcies in the corporate space. So companies that borrowed money from Wall Street. So I've talked about this before. I'll use Sunrun as an example. They borrow money from Wall Street. They sell bonds, and they have to pay 7-8% on those bonds, or even 6%. They take that money, they use that money to finance the people who put solar panels on their roof, but they finance that over 20 years or 30 years. So it's a big, long, and they charge them 3%, 2%, 4%. It's lower than what they're servicing their debt on. That kind of business model is what will blow up in this kind of environment. And so there are companies that have REITs that have done the same kind of model in commercial real estate. And in commercial real estate, you're going to re-up your loan every 5 to 7 years. And so if you've gone through an interest rate hike in that time frame, and you're a commercial real estate owner and you need to go refinance your property, and now rates are a lot higher, you could have a problem. So that's another area that so like if you're banking at a regional bank or you're banking at a credit union, the question to be asking your bankers is, what did you do in the real estate market over the last 10 years? What kinds of loans did you extend out there? What kinds of loan, so that would be like that as a consumer, if I was banking at a bank that issued a lot of loans over the last 10 years to commercial real estate that's on readjustments of every 5 or 7 years, then those are the banks that are going to be on the watch list.
Yeah.
Okay. So, if you guys out there have questions about whether your bank is safe, whether your portfolio is safe, what you can do, that was one of the big questions we got from clients is, hey, what type of accounts is my money safest in? Right? And we have answers to all those questions. And so if you're a Quiver client, you know exactly how to get a hold of us. If you're not a Quiver client, one of the ways you can take advantage of getting your questions answered is we'll give you a free portfolio analysis where we dive deep and we will show you what will happen within your portfolio if the market falls, if interest rates rise. So consider it like a stress test for your portfolio, where at the end of it, we will have a very clear vision of what your portfolio could do in the future if some of the things that we've forecasted here start to unfold. So definitely take advantage of that.